when a patient has a copay, and it gets exhausted throughout the year. So a patient, let's say they have a $5,000 copay. Once they reach that out-of-pocket expenditure, they no longer have any expense in the plan. United Health Group, I think, was the first to market with this copay aggregator or copay accumulator. And basically they said, if you're not coming out of your own pocket, if you're getting this money from a manufacturer-sponsored coupon program, it's not going to count towards your deductible. But they also have a hard time figuring out, well, where did the money come from? So they're actually going to these oncology groups and they're saying, hey, oncologist, we want you to tell on your patient, tell us when they've gotten a copay paid by a manufacturer. Now, this does present some actual problems for an oncologist because there's protected health information that applies, HIPAA applies, and HIPAA does not require that this oncologist provide this data to the insurance company. They're allowed to, it's permitted, but do they need the patient's consent? And does that put the physician at odds with the patient because they're doing something with the patient's consent or without the patient's consent? That's bad for the patient. So the idea of a copay aggregator or copay accumulator, I think has its roots in something that might be somewhat fair, actually. If a plan is trying to control costs and somebody wants to get a $5,000 pain cream that really it can be bought over the counter legitimately for $50, then I think don't allow the copay coupon to be used to really hurt a plan. I get that, but we're talking about cancer care here. No one is going out and getting an expensive cancer drug because they have some coupon. It's because they're going to die if they don't get it. So there might be some legitimate origin of copay aggregators, but as you apply it to this space of cancer care, it's really, really problematic. 87% of manufacturer coupons are for brand name medications that do not have a generic equivalent. So if you think about that, you're trying to influence patient behavior. You're trying to say, look, don't go get that very expensive brand. There's a cheaper alternative. But when there is no cheaper alternative, why are you punishing that patient saying the coupon that you got from your manufacturer shouldn't count towards exhausting your deductible? So that there are some states that have banned copay accumulators. A number of states, Virginia, Arizona, West Virginia, Georgia, Connecticut, and a few others have enacted laws that say you can't do it. I have to mention also the United States Supreme Court decision in Rutledge, where the Supreme Court told states, yes, states, you can regulate PBM conduct. So there's a lot of states that do not have copay aggregator laws. Under Rutledge, they should feel the freedom to try to enact a law that will help patients.